Hey, Frank. 6 strike. I've cracked the code. Hey, Tennessee Bassmaster, what's up? You're early. You're early. These look like they'll work for these hybrid hunters. Hello, Bob Burnsy. So I had some after my little hiatus from working and painting. I had a pretty good backlog of stuff I had to do, but size are these big. But I think I have everything that I need completed. 6 strike, that's me. So I'll show you the color matches I had to do. All right. Getting the eyeballs out. So this guy has seen better days, but that's basically the gist of it. They're blue. They're blue. I don't. My red's maybe not quite as red, but it's pretty damn close. The last batch of red. I know this one. This one's looking good. You know what's crazy is that, like, I couldn't tell you how many people, and it really bothers me because these are my favorite, the chewed. So it would probably boggle your mind the amount of baits like this that people have that they don't like. Like, when it's this beat up, it becomes trash, which is boggles my mind. So the other one was I took a foiled green gizzard hybrid hunter, and he wanted converted into this. So I did what I could with it. It's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. So, I mean, if he's catching them on this, there's no reason they wouldn't bite this. So, but it needed to be transparent, which was the kicker. So, I mean, it's pretty damn close, dudes. Back's a little darker, but can't do much about that. I can't spray brown over black and it look brown. So dude should be pretty happy. I would be elated. See if these fit. Yep. So I think this color is kind of ugly, but what do I know? What do I know? It catches them, obviously. It's that East Texas juice. I mean, basically all it is simple crawl with white marks and a really ugly belly that doesn't match. I don't know how this ever became a factory color, but whatever. Brendan's on the water. Catch one for everybody not being on the water, Brendan. Catch one for all of us. I haven't spent a lot of time with the hybrid hunter. I don't really like. I don't know. I've listened to Todd talk about it a lot, and there's still a great deal of mystery around it. Because you hear, oh, it's a grass bait, and then like you hear other people say, oh, it's not just a grass bait, but it's very cryptic in what that actually means. I think you just have to go throw it a ton. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's one of those baits. You just got to go throw it, see what it does for you, see if it is appealing in some way, catches some fish, whatever. But apparently it works really good. Let's see what size eyes these are. These look a little too small. I need one size bigger. Uh-oh, 6mm be on there? No, not enough. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go into the vault. I'm going to have to go into the black eye vault. Excuse me 1 second. Hope I didn't send them all to AJ. What are these? Those are big boys. It's a lot of eyes. What size are these? 5.5. I think I need bigger. What are these? 6.5. I think those are too big. What are these? 6.5. Do I not have any 6s? Does AJ have all my 6s? Did I totally bone myself? No way. No way, Jose. Maybe I did. Let's say 6.5. Let's experiment. Let's experiment and see what fits. I just had an X-Acto knife. How could I lose it and all I did was go over there? How is that humanly possible? Did y'all see what I did with it? No, it's on the floor. No, AJ, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see what size this is. Maybe 5.5 will work. I don't know what these are. Blacks are the worst. Black eyeballs. They're the worst. Sticky on. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Just stick. There we go. I'm good. I think these are, I think a 6mm might squeeze in there, but these will be fine. These will be fine. These are big enough that they don't have like a big ring of open plastic around them where it looks like, which is my pet peeve. Um, when you have like a 6.5 millimeter hole and somebody puts like a 5 millimeter eye in it. Like that is the, if you're a bait painter and you want your baits to look cheap, that's the number one way to do it. Undersize your eyes. That just happened. I don't have any glue, so we're just going to ride on clear coat soaking into these, give them a nice little bed to live in, which when I start blowing clear coat on them, I'll probably blow half the eyes out, but that'll at least give me some adhesive. So I can just spray some clear coat in the hole and then stick the eye back in. If Bob can't fish no more, do we all get his baits? Send me glue, send me the eyes back, send it all back, AJ. You know, when I was at the store, I actually looked for glue, but I wanted to get some of that. I didn't want the gel. I wanted that professional blue bottle that's like concrete. Put fins on with. Mow more lawns. Did have a person message me about some baits. Like it was a picture of a bait, and I said, and it was like, how do I get this? I actually have some of those, and they're like, do you have them in a different color? It's like, no, you asked about that one. How do I get these? You buy them and I send them to you. Yeah, but I don't want that one. I want a different one. Oh, okay. Speed Trap didn't last too long, dude. Bought it out in California. I don't recall if I've ever sold him anything. And on a different bait, yeah. Do you have like a swim bait, but like in a shad? No, no, I don't. Oh, I'm not putting black eyes in these. I'm putting actually. Oh, come on, these things never stick. You can literally blow them out, and this one all of a sudden wants to have uh, super glue all over. Give me a break, dude. This is laughable right now. Tennessee? You shot me a message? Where? What's your name? Are you clickbait? Are you Danny? Are you the junior bass angler? Although it was a similar message that you sent, it was not the exact. It was not you that sent me the message requesting a completely different bait. Oh, better do it again. No, unfortunately, I tend to not have anything. I try to not have anything laying around. Although I do have some things. Are the campers distributed at a batch of small square bills? Like that? The mini? Bobby, are you too embarrassed to tell me how? Just get out the place, but I'm not about fishing there. I'll pay the fines. Where, dude, I'm having a really tough time today. Okay, now we got eyes on. There we go. Looks like a hybrid hunter. I don't have the same googly eyes, but I nailed that fucking blue, dude. Sorry, Tennessee Bassmaster. I nailed that friggin' blue. Gold was tough to match, but I got it pretty damn close. I mean, I got the whole thing close if I would have been starting with a clear bait. But considering I used an existing color. It's pretty legit. I have to remember to send those back to that gentleman. Yeah, if you like that, this is the color. This is the color that I stocked up on that they changed. That I was betting that people would freak out about them changing the color. Turns out nobody cared. Anybody heard any good stories out of the gathering? Not the gathering of the Juggalos. Not the ICP get together. The ISP get together. The Insane Swimbait Posse. I'd like to know how everybody's sales were. The other clowns. Probably a few juggalos there. Could have been. Could have been. Oh. Speaking of, does anybody listen to Cannibal Corpse? Probably not, I'm guessing. Kyle, you do? Brian does? What? So, have them on a couple playlists? No way, dude. No way. So never heard of him. So, the lead singer, that's George. Um, he is a bass fisherman, corpse grinder. You know what they call him? And that's his name, corpse grinder. Um, so he, I was watching a few interviews with him, and in this one interview, for some reason, I got on a Cannibal Corpse bender last night, laying in bed. So, oh, it all started with. Never mind, I won't get into it. But I started watching Cannibal Corpse videos, and uh, and I started listening to interviews with this guy, and he was like, something came up about dissecting, like whether his Wikipedia was accurate or not. He was like dispelling myths about his Wikipedia, and the guy asked him something about uh, the only thing he did good on in high school was dissecting frogs. He's like, I've never dissected a frog, I don't think. He said, but I've fished with them. He's like, they're good for bass. He's like, not a full size frog, the tadpoles, the big tadpoles. It's like, no shit. So he's a bass ripper. Lives down in Florida. Got a lake pond in his back, and he goes and bass fishes in his pond in the backyard. So I watched the next interview. And the intro was, "You don't like fishing? Fuck you." I was like, "Who is this guy?" So I can't understand a word he says. I read some of his lyrics last night, and they're pretty hilarious, uh, disturbing slash hilarious. But wouldn't strike me as a bass fisherman, but certainly is. Um, I put Lanciotti on blast for the BS he has been doing. He still hasn't given me the psycho he promised 6 months ago, yet has 50 plus baits for sale on a table. All of a sudden, he wants to message me about it. How did that transpire? How did he go about owing you a bait? South Jersey, just out of curiosity. Did you have one that broke, or did he run some sort of contest that you won, or how did that work? Um, Hello, Michael Bradley. Uh, I read somewhere that he likes to fish on days off in between sets, finds guides, goofy dude, and all the best sets are. Yeah, it was. It made me like the band even more, just considering that. You've got Les Claypool from Promise. He likes ripping on bass a little bit, but he's not like hardcore bass. He'll catch anything, but he's a fisherman. Um, Billy Strings, big bass ripper. Now you got uh, what's his name? Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse, bass fisherman. Um, who else? Aaron Lewis, Stained. Who else? No, he said he would do me a favor after the Swimboat Expo because he saw I kept missing drops. And he said he could squeeze me into the next drop, but he's done like 3 drops and I still haven't received my bait. Yeah, I mean, don't make the nice guy claim if you're not going to fulfill the nice guy promise. Just say better luck next time. Try again. You'll get one. My favorite thing about Cannibal Corpse is that their name doesn't look like a tumbleweed. Kind of, almost. Um, no surprises you had. Oh. BBC, no surprise that you don't know about Crowbar, Dying Fetus, Morbid Angel, Cryptopsy. Lettering style is squid. Travis, hello. Hello. I am 6 Strike Kraft now because I have been challenged to replicate these two colors. And I have succeeded. You know what's funny about this one? This is the curl stencil that was ripped off of me. This is the Chinese interpretation of it. And you know what is even more funny? I didn't use the stencil this was ripped off of in order to paint this pattern. You have to go to church. It should try harder to challenge me for real. Um, um, Kyle, tell me something. So I was reading through Cannibal Corpse lyrics, and there is no way on this earth that what the lyrics read, Home Dude is actually saying. No way. AJ, so you mean to you mean packages so you can like rip off 6 Cents, or you could rip off Strike King. You could just have all their stencils, Lucky Craft, whatever. Like here's the Lucky Craft package. You don't have the ear for it yet, dude. I tried. I like kept going back and back and back and trying to hear like a little bit of enunciation of one of like the phrases, and I was like, there's no way he's saying anything. Not one of those words was distinguishable. So it is possible. I just have to listen to enough of it. Are you at Magic the Gathering? I didn't know if it's possible. I didn't know if the joke was on me, that if their actual lyrics are not actually sung. Selling the skull crawl. I mean, there's lots of there's lots of guys out there that love their shit to look like everybody else's. They don't care. Give it a whirl. No, it would be cool to do bait company packages. Maybe I should do that and give a big this back to all the bait companies. That would maybe a good way for me to give back, wouldn't it? AJ. Have to give you I'll give you a piece of the pie though for sparking the conversation. Hmm. Pig squealer. Corpse grinder would be better. I've got a handful to paint. Bob. I have a handful to paint. I don't know what colors they're going to be. What is Burns? What is Burns sending me messages about privately? I think I remember that bait. Do I have that bait, Marty? It looks like a scatter wrap. Brendan, I think it would be awesome too. Say, here you go, guys. Knock off Spro, 6 cents, Strike King, Barkley. But nobody wants those shitty stencils, like they suck to begin with. They're not biting topwater. Challenge accepted. Time to go rip them. Time to go prove that they are, in fact, biting topwater. I'm the same as you, Travis. When somebody tells me they're not doing something, that translates in my brain as they're probably biting that better than anything. Let me prove it to you. Oh, you don't want to make the stencils. You just want to sell the files. But then they have to be capable of doing that. Is it hotter in Nebraska than it is in Alabama right now? Is that what AJ is telling us? I don't care if they suck. You're going to sell the files, and it's going to be like that scene in Zoolander. They're like, the files are in the computer. They start beating on the computer. Better yet, make a book listing how to create like a whole color schedule. Like just lay it out. Here's how it's done. Here's how to exactly replicate your favorite company's pattern. And then go to Facebook and eBay and flood the market with them for dirt cheap so people can't even resist buying regular stuff. Where am I going to sign these? Well, I guess there's enough room in the bottom. Not much room down there. Not much room down there. I got to write real teeny like AJ. I got to do microscopic writing. have to get my John Pryor micron out. The 0.00001 millimeter pin. Sign them on the eyeballs in white. I wish I had a white pen. I wish I had multiple colored pens that I could sign baits in that wouldn't bleed on me. I'm too scared to try anything with the micron. Oh, my eyeballs are falling out. That's great. Go figure. Go figure. How many fell out? 4? I might as well just take this whole damn thing in here with me when I go to spray them because they're all going to go haywire. Dang, I'm all supposed to live. Wrong size. Wrong ones. What am I doing? Are these them? Or those them? These are them, I believe. Guaranteed. Come on, you pieces of junk. All right. Try this again. How do they stick to my glove but won't stick to the bait? Explain that. Somebody explain that to me. My glue burns? Don't know. Good question. Great question, actually. All right. These are ready. These are ready. I can go blast clear now. Jizz on the glove, probably. Need to be using that ballpoint. What ballpoint pen can you write with? Tell me, AJ, what ballpoint pen you sign baits with? It's my magnetic personality, possibly. Who is this person? Uniball Vision Elite. Let's look this up. Let me look at it. Does it come in colors? I'm left-handed. Will it smear? They do sell it in all kinds of colors. Let me look at the tip on this thing. Just learn how to use your right hand. And you say you blast this thing with clear coat and it won't bleed. This one's different than the one you just sent me a picture of, Burns. This one has a deeper belly. Which I like. Leftorium. For the left-handed pins, the only pin you've used. Uh-oh. Amy just, how ironic is this? So we've been talking about eyeballs falling out. Amy just sent me a text message that said, 2 eyeballs fell, but I know how to fix. I thought she was watching the stream. No, she's at our house. We have LED blow up eyeballs hanging in our yard. Just one pin? You haven't bought another pin in that long? The difference is, for me, I don't typically care for ballpoint pens. I don't like how they write. I like that tip on the micron, whatever that is. I like how it writes. It's like a little rubber. And I also like if I'm going to write myself a note, I typically write it in a Sharpie. I like the way markers write. I like the way these write. Ballpoint pens, uh, and I don't typically get along, but if I'm at the store and I see one, I'll try one. Do you ever brush your UV goo over the top of the signature and it stay? Oh, Bob, I gave you the hint. You know where the person lives. That should narrow it down. Uh, Listening 30 minutes in history at 1.7x while also fishing. So Hella's fishing per usual. Brendan's fishing per usual. I just spray clear now. Look at this fucking guy. Sorry. Sorry I offended you, AJ. I don't brush clear, bro. I'm not one of those. I've moved on past what my idol, the pilot, Michael Orenstein, taught me. I'm doing my own thing now. The new rig showed you from Dream Express made and meant for rigging flukes on it. No, I haven't. South Jersey, send it to me. I'll give it a look. Does it look? I don't like throwing a fluke unless I'm with Hella. So unless I'm around smallmouth with Hella bass. But I'll certainly be interested to see what new, especially considering something that's been around as long as a fluke, a new rig for a fluke is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So, all right, dudes, I'm gonna go try and get out of here so I can get out of here on a Sunday a little earlier. But I'm gonna go blast clear coat very lightly so I don't disrupt the underlaying layers of these baits and cause any issues. Let me look at this real quick. Let me look at this. Before I leave, I'm going to look at this South Jersey bait review video and see what this Mikami Daisuke video is all about. Oh, it's like a rig. That's a lot of flukes, bro. That is a lot of flukes. So if you're curious as to what this is, it is a giant chandelier that has a lot of flukes on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 flukes. Hell, this 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 can you put on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe it holds 9. It's a lot. But they basically, it just looks like a little school of fish hovering around. There you go. Bound to catch something on that, right? All right, dudes. Enjoy your Saturday. Sorry these baits aren't for you. They're really good. Well, I'll send it back, Burns. I'll send it with this one. As long as you don't keep it forever. Actually, I need to go throw that bait again and make sure it's decent. Anyway, all right. Good talking to y'all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Sunday. Talk to you later. Goodbye. It's not letting me end. Must be a sign.